In a new twist in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at 10 awesome Nintendo Switch game deals that are available right now. You guys might know us for always covering PlayStation 4 game deals, but we thought we would foray into Nintendo Switch game deals as well, as the Nintendo Switch is a fantastic platform. However, one issue with the platform is that the games tend to retain their high price points for a very long time. The games are good, but unlike the PlayStation 4 that seemingly the prices just plummet overnight, with the Nintendo Switch you'll see the high prices for quite a while, so I'm here to hook you guys up, get you guys some great deals. And in today's video, again, we're going to be taking a look at 10 great deals. 6 of them come from the physical side of things, and then 4 of these deals are available right now on the Nintendo eShop. Without further ado, let's get started, and let's start off with Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. That is available for $42 over at Amazon. While PlayStation 4 players got their hands on Monster Hunter World, the Nintendo Switch got Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, which is more reminiscent of a traditional Monster Hunter game, and it's actually got quite a bit of depth. And if you've been an avid Monster Hunter fan, this is a great game to go with. MH World is fantastic, but Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is fantastic as well, just with a steeper learning curve for those of you that are newcomers to Monster Hunter. Generations Ultimate is a little bit more challenging, but for $42, again, just like any other Monster Hunter game, you are getting a sizable amount of content and a lot to get invested into. Moving on from that, Amazon has also got Bayonetta 2 physically for $48. Now, that's still a hefty price for Bayonetta 2, but why I find this easier to recommend is because when buying Bayonetta 2 physically, you also get a digital download code for the very first Bayonetta game, so you get 2 games for $48 here. That is quite a good deal, and both of these games are fantastic action-adventure titles. Bayonetta 1 was originally released on the 360 and PS3. To have it on the Nintendo Switch is excellent, and Bayonetta 2 is a significant improvement upon the first game. They aren't the longest games in the world, but they are thoroughly entertaining for the time that you will invest into them, and for $48, again, a steep price point, but given the quality of the game, I would say this is worth it. Moving on from that, now let's take a look at a couple of great deals available over at Best Buy. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is $10 off, down to $29.99. The Insane Trilogy saw a little bit of a delayed release on the Nintendo Switch, so hopefully we get the Spyro Reignited Trilogy down the line as well, but for now, you can check out the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, including the 3 Crash games that were released on the PlayStation 1, remastered, redone for the Nintendo Switch. There are still great games to this day, and across all 3 games, you have a decent amount of content here, 2 bonus levels as well. Whether you're picking up the Insane Trilogy for that nostalgic feel, or you just want a couple of great platformers to take with you, the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is a great buy, again, $29.99 over at Best Buy. Next up, this one has been just plummeting in price, and that is Ubisoft's new IP in Starlink Battle for Atlas. The starter pack is available for $29.99. Remember that this originally goes for $74.99, and with the Nintendo Switch version of the game, you also get Star Fox, so that's a cool addition. But what a steep price drop this has had, from $75 all the way to $30. It seems like this isn't doing all too well commercially, but I have to give kudos where kudos are due. Ubisoft's been putting out a lot of new IPs, and Starlink is one. It was clear as day what they were trying to go for. Similar to Skylanders, I'm sure they were hoping that Starlink could be a game that they could monetize for a very long time by continuing to sell toys and whatnot. Unfortunately, it seems like that strategy is not panning out for the game. In the game, you're part of a group of heroic interstellar pilots dedicated to free the Atlas star system from Grax and the Forgotten Legion. Build your own starship model mounted onto your controller and take part in epic space combat. Swap parts in the game will obviously reflect that. I could see why a lot of people were staying away from this game with its high pricing, but now that it's down to $29.99, might not be a bad look for the starter pack. Moving on from that, Best Buy has also got Fire Emblem Warriors down $15 to $44.99. This is still a very high price for Fire Emblem Warriors. It is a little bit older at this point, released all the way back in October 2017, but you guys know what the case is with the Nintendo first-party titles. These games retain their value for a very long time, so any kind of discount has to be mentioned. What is Fire Emblem Warriors? Well, it's not your traditional Fire Emblem game, rather it's your traditional Warriors game similar to Dynasty Warriors and all of those games that Tecmo Koei have put out. Fire Emblem Warriors is pretty good, following that gameplay style. It nails that to a T, and of course you do have the Fire Emblem skin to it, so I would recommend you to be a Fire Emblem fan, and if you're into the hack and slash gameplay that the Warriors games traditionally offers, well then this is going to be a really good buy. $45, again, hefty price, but nice to see any kind of a discount on this title. Next up, I do want to give a mention to Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap. It's $10 off to $29.99. This is one of the more underrated Nintendo Switch titles, and this game specifically comes with a couple of bonuses, a mini CD soundtrack sampler, and a cell phone strap. A nice little addition to go with the game, but the game itself is so great. Presentation-wise, it is top-notch. Artistically, it's fantastic, and considering that there's a CD soundtrack included with the game, you would think that the soundtrack is very good, and that's the case. The game is directly based on Shinichi Sakamoto's original compositions, reimagined and recorded with classical instruments. You can switch the graphics and and the sound from the modern version to the 8-bit originals at any time, even during gameplay, and there are 3 difficulty levels catering to players of all types. A game that I imagine a lot of you guys missed out on, but I would give it a strong recommendation at $29.99. So those are all of the physical game deals available right now. I also have a couple of eShop deals for you guys to take notice of. First up, a pre-order Le Grand Legacy Tale of the Fatebounds is releasing on January 24th, and if you pre-order the title, you do get 20% off. The game will typically go for $19.99, but pre-ordering it will get it to you for $15.99. This is a game that's already been released on PC, and that's why I'm so comfortable in recommending it. It is a love letter to Japanese RPG fans, and while it's not completely perfect, it features a great hand-drawn world, solid gameplay, a pretty good story, and tactical battles. If you're into Japanese RPGs, this is one to be on the lookout for. Le Grand Legacy Tales of the Fatebounds, available for $15.99, and it officially releases on January 24th. Moving on from that, I had to give a mention to Outlast 2. That is 50% off for $14.99 right now. And if you're just getting into Outlast for the first time, Outlast the Bundle of Terror is also on sale. I believe that's available for $12.49. That's a great buy as well. Outlast 2 is the sequel to Outlast, and it is a tremendous sequel. If you want a great survival horror game that really captures that essence of survival and horror, Outlast 2 is the game for you. It's a little bit gruesome, so be warned, but if you're getting into a survival horror game, I'm sure you're expecting that. The game itself has you play as a cameraman working with your wife, and the two of you are investigative journalists willing to take risks and dig deep to uncover the stories no one else will dare touch. You follow a trail of clues, and insanity is bound to ensue. I won't get into more story specifics, and I could understand why you would be hesitant to pick up the game for a full $29.99. Might not be worth that price given its shorter length, but now that it's down to $14.99, easily worth a recommendation, especially for survival horror fans. Moving on from that, a very underrated game on the Switch is Velocity 2X. Typically goes for $19.99, but it's 50% off, down to $9.99. This is a great hybrid of a platformer and a shoot 'em up. Just some awesome gameplay here, very stylish presentation, great music, and it's really blending 2 unique styles of fast-paced, frantic gameplay into one incredible, fun, and challenging experience. Again, a super underrated title, and now that it's available for $9.99, can easily give it a recommendation. And lastly, for those of you that are really on a budget, want to give a mention to Kuso, which is down to 99 cents, typically goes for $4.99. Now, any game that's going for 99 cents, of course, you have to keep your expectations in line, but Kuso is a very interesting and challenging platforming title. Visually, it's got a very old school look to it, but the game itself has 41 challenging platforming levels to master. It's very simple in look, and it harkens back to old school NES titles. Again, for 99 cents, not a big investment here, but a title you can find yourself going back and playing through multiple times. And that's gonna conclude this video. We hope you guys enjoyed. Again, with Nintendo Switch game deals, it's a little bit more few and far between compared to PlayStation 4 game deals, but if you look hard enough, there are still discounts to be had, and that definitely beats paying full price. More Nintendo Switch videos are gonna be on the way, so stay tuned for that. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
The more of us there are, the stronger each of us is.
Exactly.
You must feed my legion.
Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.